So here's this.
Yeah, Italy's
the
been
Spain
struggling
squad.
a little bit in these,
Like
in
I
these
said,
matches,
Health
and
has
Spain
just
has been
shown up
like
really big. It's been like
Spain's been
really
good.
fun tank to watch. It seems like they want to run
Spain versus Italy. And if you're on the Spain hype train right now, you're looking at this, and the biggest benchmark.
Like I said, they're running that great Sombra Tracer comp. It's very good.
Unrelentingly crush a weaker team. Like, that is one of the key things we've seen in Overwatch, and honestly, in most
Are they even going to
games,
run that comp? That was the question. They're running the Sojourn.
If you struggle against a weaker team,
they're definitely going to run
you may
Tracer.
not have the consistency you need against
Italy's running the Sombra Tracer comp.
Spain
Okay.
comes in here and demolishes Italy. It builds the narrative for Spain.
Could go well. I'm ready to see what happens.
Some of the other teams in the group that we see is quite strong right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think when I look at these teams and going back to last match, now this match, I'm really just trying to gauge like coordination, because I think coordination can beat out almost anything else. Like, even if you're overpowered, maybe just pure mechanic talent-wise, if your coordination is good, then you're solid. So I want to see it, especially both teams running a somewhat mirrored dive, different support lines though.
All right, take a look at Helv's point of view. We'll kick things off here for Spain. Kira
not
working
bad.
Back on Tracer. Both teams filling each other out. A lot of poke going on the Rajion.
Oh, they are running the Sombra Tracer comp. I was going to say, like, you can't tell what they're going to run out of spawn right away. Spain's like, the best way to explain Spain's timing
Neither team down a player
is like,
the point is
when they find a dive target
coming fast
and they're all set up for it, that target falls over, like, immediately. Like, they're okay with giving the point to Italy for a second here, because they're just waiting to set up the perfect hack and dive.
Like,
you'll see.
The point opened up, and Helv is like, I'm going to go get the points. And then he was the only one who went there. And Italy just collapsed upon them, but nice cleanup now.
Yeah.
As,
and this is where they start to really...
Yeah, they
like, their target focus is very good.
You know, when you're down a tank on this point of Ilias in particular, it's really hard to go in and contest. Like, you look at how small the point is relative to, say, like, well, you don't have a lot of ways of being sneaky and staying on, and you just kind of, you give it up. But not the worst opening for Italy, still 27% on the point.
Yeah, I mean, you take those. Not too bad. I mean, a couple of late deaths, though, so it's going to be a second.
Is the Koth map chosen? So we ended up finding out that it is Blizzard that chooses the Koth maps.
So this is going to be a really interesting EMP time.
I get a little bit...
I'd like when teams are aggressive.
Having it be like the same map almost every time is a little bit interesting.
Interesting between Lauren and Yukino.
Because I feel like there could be a little bit of like variety to that, instead of having like every team just play Ilios.
And
you know what I mean?
Gets caught. The pulse bomb on another Tracer.
Every team playing Nepal.
No respect or chill whatsoever.
Li Zhang.
The kick things off. Hell finds Frey at the end. And Italy gonna go back to the drawing board as Spain adds on to the lead.
Back to the drawing board too, and Spain.
Italy still has Pulse Bomb, and they have their ultimates coming up, but Spain's going to do an EMP play in which they perfectly EMP someone. My guess is they're going to go for whoever they think the most important ultimate is right now. So look for them to go for probably the Kiriko or the Lucio. If they find the Sombra, then Sombra, but I think that's what they're going to go for.
In the next fight. I mean, Spain is working with a little bit of a buffer, but Lauren drops the EMP under pressure. Hira follows through, gets Mike and Rajion down right away.
See what I mean?
And this combination,
like they were ready to dive there the moment that EMP went off. That's what I've been saying. Like, you know how we've been talking about Sombra Tracer comp all day, and I say how it's so tough to beat it if they're actually diving correctly on the target. Italy can do the same play right now. If they dive on whoever they EMP, they're going to win that team fight. Unless Lucio's hiding with B, right? But seeing the teams haven't been doing that as perfectly as they could, but Spain seems very consistent.
Spend anything here. If you lose it, so be it. You know the other team
is
coming in to spend their entire ultimate.
Look at everybody. Great follow-up.
The only thing about that, though,
great follow-up.
See? That much. They got help so early into the fight, they were able to hold Kitsune and beat. That's actually massive economy-wise.
It's so good.
Yeah, they're going to have actually a little bit better going forward as both the supports, but the X factor could be Hira's.
It's just too much burst damage to be able to stop that if you have three people diving correctly. That is the best way to explain it. If you have three people diving it correctly, that's it. Like, you can't do anything about it.
Time with ult could be the situation here. Hell, though, opens up with the primal. Disruption on the way. Hack onto Frey. Frey gonna die before Kitsune. No.
Oh,
Frey
no.
Drops a Kitsune. Beat.
Oh, no.
Came out, but no
what a play.
Singing to the fishes as Maiken drops the beat.
Oh, that's tough.
Primaled off of the edge. The biggest Ajax of all time.
That is tough.
Over the top. Rumor is he's still falling to this day.
The long goodbye Ajax edition.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry to laugh, but that's, Overwatch is a great game when stuff like that happens. You hear the beat drop, and then Lucio's locked in that beat animation, and then just
let's drop the
off the
beat. Just plunk into the water.
Oh no, chat. Like, what
good.
can you even do at that point?
Pretty
You know?
Yeah, there's losing and there's losing with comedy, and you know what? I respect that from Italy, as both teams being good sportsmen in chat.
Yeah, definitely drop the beat there. Can't deny that.
Into the well. No one's
Can't deny that.
Anyone's really been pushed into the well today. At least we haven't called
Have not seen it yet. No, trust me, I will tell you when I see it happen.
I know it is a favorite, but here we go. Spain jumping on over. Sombra Tracer v Sombra Tracer. Key point difference though, and Kiriko one side, Break on the other, and also Lucy versus Ana.
Here we go. Okay, so
Opening hacks here.
first team fight will be a little bit slow. Oh no, it won't be. Okay, there you go.
Is just melted.
Okay, now they're gonna look for one target. They're gonna get on that target, and then they're gonna fall
Hira
over.
and Lauren
This is
just
where they
laid
play
into
well.
the Winston and never stopped after the hack, and again, losing a tank early, tough. You can delay a little bit better here on well without a tank, but that early, you just let it go.
Yeah, it's just brutal. And you see Spain just take inches and inches after that, moving right forward, and the other team just doesn't have the bodies to contest it.
All right, so Spain, first control. Yukino, the dive, massive. Hira, Helv, and Lauren just assassinated Yukino super quickly there. Chimera, though, trying to make Helv pay for it. Really good tracer damage in the back. Pulse bomb built up. You gotta think it's going for the Ana Brig. Chimera knows both are there, but here comes the support, and Chimera goes, please, health pack? Where's the health pack? What do I do?
All right, chat.
Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh,
just
this is
like
tough. And then this is what I mean. Like, wait till you see when Spain hacks a target.
That Ana was alone for
It's just
a
the
second.
same
Then
thing. It's
Brig
what I've been
comes
talking
in
about
to
with Spain.
help,
They
and
just play
the
so
Sombra comes in
well.
to help,
Now,
and
obviously,
they
we
bully
need to
the
see like
Tracer
how the
out.
matchups
Tracer's
go
looking
like
for
throughout the
pack,
rest
and
of the
other Tracer
group.
goes to get it.
But
Like,
Spain
it's
is one of those
small
teams
things
that
Spain does.
I don't
mean,
think
it's-
teams are going to
it's- they're
underestimate.
undefeated so far.
Here, pulse bomb
Nice pulse
stick,
bomb.
kaboom!
I don't think it's going to be a team
Finds
that
Yukino in the back.
anybody will underestimate.
Yukino
At least that's
might
how
put
I
that
see it.
shift down or just decide not worth it. In any case, Helv going in for a little bit extra stacker. Hira finds Rajion, and this might be getting worse before it gets better as Spain is feeling their groove.
Just an execution onto the Reaper. Wow. Again, lore accurate based on the first cinematic. Yeah.
Oh,
Italy's
Chad, are
in a
you ready?
really rough spot right now. Big nade
I can
comes
tell you
in
what's
too
gonna
on the other
happen
side of
here.
things. So Italy's gonna have to burn some ultimates.
Lauren's
going to
go set up somewhere.
On this map. So
Winston's
at
ready
the
to
very
dive.
least,
You can
maybe
see
you
Winston
gotta
on the
continue
right-hand
to open up.
side. They're
You
going to
need your
EMP
tank to
wherever.
live
They're
long
going to
enough
dive
get
onto the
primal,
play, and then
buy
that's
some
that.
time, buy some time and some space to
Okay,
get
there's
some
a timer
kills,
where they
but
can't
Spain
dive
could
in
end
now.
this
Okay,
right
now
now
they're
to get
jumping in a
EMP.
You
second.
need a restraining order against Hira.
Get
is what
ready.
you need. Like, Ian
Ooh,
both
wait a
places,
second.
but
Yep,
EMP
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Out Hira and Helv, the follow through. The coordination from Spain continues to be unreal, and that's just going to sweep
What
them
can you
to
even
a
do?
quick victory.
It's
here
literally like a
on
one-shot.
Ilios. Really
Their coordination
solid.
is so good with
Yeah,
that.
it looks
It's just so hard to
very
play.
Good, very coordinated. Out for blood, not giving any quarter.
Said you don't like
to
watching the
this
subs.
Italy
I mean,
team.
yeah, obviously you want
Sad
matches to be
Winston
really
delay.
close. I will say,
It will buy a little bit of
I
time for
will
Italy to come
say,
back in, but,
He lives through it,
after
too,
this
so, I mean,
match,
it's
we
not
have
quite
this
over yet.
France versus Denmark
gets caught.
match, which I think should be
Hira
really
goes
good.
down.
Hira's down.
Small possibility.
I think should be
Rajan
really
is
good.
able to stay alive.
In my
The
opinion.
delay has actually gone longer than expected at 99-0, but how much could possibly be in the tank here? Spain still looking good. Hira back
It's interesting.
into the fight in just a second, and overtime nearly ticks down. Italy just barely tried to keep this going. Still a long way to go if they do get. But
Yeah,
there's
we're at a
Hira.
full 5v5 now. Like, it's
Huh.
totally legit. Yeah, bombs are going to be up. Pulse bombs could change the complexion of this fight.
Yukino went for the teleport and got slapped in the back, is what just happened there. Pulse bomb from Chimera.
Wait
comes
a
out,
second.
Gets Gala. What in the world? No way that
Yeah.
this is
How
happening.
did
Go back to
Italy
spawn,
manage to
Spain.
get this
Spain just
back?
lost both their supports. Yeah, just
And-
not able to
So,
clear that.
remember
I mean,
that
I wanna
amazing
give,
team fight we just
Rajion
watched?
some credit.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
that was
it
pretty
was
sick.
kind of- it got
Are you ready to
anti-ed,
see
was
EMP
in a
come in
really
now
bad
and team
spot,
wipe
able
the
to
whole
bubble
team
and jump
probably?
away, and keeping that tank alive was critical in being able to keep this map alive. Now, right now, Spain's going to have an EMP and a pulse bomb and a primal from their, 3 of their star players, so it's going to be tough to live through this one.
Pulse bomb on the Rajion. Follow through is there. Helv has already taken down Myken, and Helv finished off Yukino. So yeah, the follow through from Spain, super well coordinated. That is an entertaining primal on that side. This time, should truly be on the over end. We'll see if Italy can pull a miracle delay once more, but I don't know if I'd bank on it here. Like it just falls over to a stream of electricity.
Oh, that was really good win. That was a really good Winston.
Well played. That's Spain taking Ilios. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me that Italy wants to run.
Oh wow, dude!
Here.
Holy shit! I can't believe it.
Probably very good at the long range.
They picked Gibraltar.
I was
expecting
Navani because I feel like this is a good map for
I like
Spain.
it. I also like if Spain stays on this from Gala. I like that a lot to go with this kind of dive to be able to get your support up with the dive. So the Winston goes in and then you teleport to the Winston and you're right there with them.
Yeah, and as I look at this here, the Pharah is an interesting choice here from Spain.
I don't think we're gonna
ready.
see it.
You don't think it's gonna? Yeah, because you look at the supports. There's no mercy. That's the tell.
Well, I mean, we've seen like Pharah and Echo without like a mercy, but yeah, I just didn't expect it there. Probably a Tracer from Hera.
Oh, early Bionade. But that's one of those Bionades where it hits a spawn door, but there's never gonna be the fall.
Yeah, but you take the percentage, I guess. Take your 8%. Call it a day.
Oh, it's still worth doing, for sure. Quick hack
Here we go, Chaz. Time.
Back attempt out from Lauren.
Get ready.
It's kind of gutsy for Lauren to decloak right there, like right below all the damage of Italy.
Look, Hera and Lauren want the blood of tanks.
So,
that's all you have to know.
Spain's on attack.
Tank singular, the blood of Rajion.
Spain's playing the comp they want to play. Italy's playing a little bit different of a comp. Spain's
the underpass,
pretty much happy they get to play this map and this comp. Italy does have the Ash, which can be a difference maker if Ash is hitting shots.
Warren and Hera
I
now
think
the
is the best way
double
to explain
team.
Ash hitting shots, maybe.
For Chimera. Chimera's able to get away. Meanwhile, both supports of Spain go down. However, you kind of look how Spain was playing there. They were still split just to get the payload moving.
Yeah, I mean, they also didn't.
Spain just needs to take that. Spain will take the high ground now.
They'll
have Tracer go cart maybe on a setup, and then they'll have the Tracer blink underneath the stairwell to help with the dive, or they'll just go push cart with Tracer.
So a little bit rough. Right now, Yukino's just pumping in damage. Hasn't been like a huge factor thus far, but hasn't died. Maybe, you know, getting up there. It's still a problem you're going to have to deal with.
We'll see.
Yukino right now not feeling too pressured. Gets free shot attempts here at Lauren. Lauren, though, just
they keep slowly pushing the cart.
80-80, can't hit me.
They keep slowly pushing the cart right now, like very slowly. That's their current plan.
Nano, meanwhile,
and then there you go. They lose their brig right away. Once they lose their brig like that, that's just not going to go well. Now the Ana's going to probably, there goes the Ana, and then after that, that's pretty much that.
Both supports down for Italy, and this is where Hera can really feast.
Yeah, again, the back line for Spain does go down too, but it is all for naught. I don't know what happened to Ken. Maybe Primal off, or Canale, maybe Primal off the map.
Well, this is a rough situation. Rajion just getting up on the point. Held. Primal up. Here we go.
I think Italy's going to hold this.
Chimera Pulse Bomb connects.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, because Italy was able to use the rally and get everybody up and healthy on that, and then obviously like the cherry on top.
Honestly, this is looking a little bit better right now.
Spain, you know,
Italy's actually. I was gonna say Italy was gonna pop up. This is looking pretty good. I'll fix my webcam in a minute.
It's going to be kind of separate. Are you just gonna try to pull off onto the Ash? The Ana's also up top too. This is going to be the test formation. Also, the spy check brig up top is a nice addition.
Not bad at all.
Swing the mace around. See if you find a Sombra in the invisible waters, but
I can reset the camera in a second.
Head out for a moment, but EMP definitely.
Yeah. They're just waiting to set this up. I think they're going to set it up to dive up top. They've been biding their time. There it is.
Ooh, what they do, and Myken is eliminated. EMP goes off. 2 instant eliminations. That is the coordination we are seeing out of Spain right now.
That's what I'm talking about with that coordination. Did you see that?
Was already mid-leap before the EMP even went out.
You see that?
It's great.
Yeah, and like Hove was up top with Canale, like just kind of poking, and they were just charging Nano. They were just waiting, right? If you're Italy, you kind of had this sense of impending doom of like, why aren't they going in? Why aren't they going in? It's a little too quiet. And then all of a sudden, I mean, you can see it a mile away. EMP comes in on both, and then Nano Winston with
Sully loves making thumbnails. Yep, true.
As clean
He's a good kitty.
I mean, it's one of those things, Hex, where if they're a horror movie, it'd be the point where the music just
I'll fix it as soon as I can, chat.
That's never good for any of the
Sully just unplugs the camera. But soon, we're on the new PC setup, because tomorrow I'm getting everything set up with that, so should be able to do it by Tuesday. I mean, obviously I have to see how everything goes, but
on the bottom there, so the most mobile hero, able to reinforce at a moment's notice. But Helv is going to take the top of the shuttle. It's so important. That's pretty gutsy going in, but with Primal, you can take those risks.
Here we got Chimera back on the payload. The old Tracer 1v1. Meanwhile, Helv taken down. Got the Primal, got bursted.
A new setup for Mysterious Tuesday, possibly.
Right
Possibly. I gotta get the PC set up, get everything set up, everything, make sure everything's like good.
And
I'm hoping so, but yes, I'm hoping so. That's where I'm currently at. Hoping so.
For Spain, even down their tank, Chimera. You go blow for blow here. Goes for the pulse bomb on the floor. No, doesn't quite get this. Hira finds another in Yukino.
This is actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, Winston's up top. He's clearing up top. All high ground has been
a lot closer
mitigated already by Spain jumping in. There is going to be a rally, though, for Myken, so should be able to hold on at this point.
He's got the last skin.
But the question is, like, when they hold on to this point, can they regain the high ground? The high ground is so important.
Once you lose your tank, it's
we're
hard
good
to stay up here. Razian, though, half HP.
I fixed the camera. I had to fix it. In order for me to fix it, I have to go large screen there and then fix it that way.
Lauren, though,
gotta remember, when my cat unplugs it, it's a little bit more difficult for me to actually get it to work the way I want it to.
Long enough for this,
because like
passively.
Or what was it called?
Like,
because
get a little bit of damage, then EMP right off.
So they'll unplug it again. So I have to wait a second. So he's off the top.
Set up. So Lauren is
on top of shuttle.
Go back up. Oh, Elvis slept. Good sleep to kick things off. Nail down. Lauren though comes in from the back.
This is I gotta be honest with you. Italy's playing fairly well right now.
Might not even be needed. And
where you know what the worst part is though?
Back on the payload.
If Spain just snowballs the rest of the way here.
And you see the Primal coming off here from Razian.
After this, it could be still like a minute 45 on the clock.
Spain likes the moment they have here because even if Italy gets back in,
we'll see
the EMP's got shut down. Bomb from Lauren.
Ooh, nice pulse.
Out gets Razian.
Nice pulse.
And do they use the EMP here, Hex? They'd like to save it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, might as well. Make sure you get it, I suppose, because losing it right here is brutal. It's one of the worst spots in the game to lose the point.
Okay, that actually kind of worked out in favor of Italy, though.
It's the worst
because they ended up taking a lot longer than I expected, and now Italy, Spain had to use quite a few ultimates to take that, and Italy still has a couple ultimates coming up. They're going to nano boost their Winston in.
Really done anything,
that wasn't too bad.
That's the ultimate compliment.
That wasn't too bad.
You make them switch to Cass. It used to be much harder, like a much harder counter, of course, when there was the flashbang, Tracer Eraser kind of thing. But even now, I mean, I think it's to deal with both Hira and Lauren because it's also not getting a super value out of Ashe either. So Kino have been very quiet this game.
Sleep on the Helv. Helv, though, isn't bursted down, is able to get the Primal out.
Italy's popping their nano.
Or dying. Razian, meanwhile, into backline, under pressure. Gonna have to try and leap away. Helv,
surprisingly pretty close.
Primal or no. Both teams at full strength here thus far. Rally's faded.
Spain has pulse close to nano. Italy has nothing.
Another bomb.
Right now. Italy has nothing right now. This is going to be tough.
98% bomb ready. Where's it going to go?
Ooh.
Throws it. Oh, he was just trying to style the other Tracer. I respect the attempt, but good lord, as a pause.
Looking for a pause.
Unpause, pause.
This one side and another, and having a single cast try to deal with it is almost impossible. So, I mean, I feel for Yukino right now because the way Lauren and Hira are playing, it just feels like overwhelming at all points in time.
I mean, Hira's feeling so good where if you were to go back and look at that last pulse bomb attempt, it looked like, oh, you pulse bomb nothing. But like a second after the pulse bomb went out, you saw Chimera go where the pulse bomb was. So Hira was like 1 second off.
All right, they're back in now. Helv is back in. They're going to nano Helv in.
Actually unreal.
In about 3 seconds, they're going to EMP.
Here we go.
Here's the EMP.
Dive on in.
Surprisingly, wait a second.
Hira dives and the Deadeye connects, so that's a good exchange for Italy. Where, by the way, I think Helv did get his ult reset there.
Yeah, he was back down to 2%, so yeah, Helv in a little bit of trouble. Helv decides it's time to Rhine, and this is a point that you can actually definitely Rhine on here. But it's probably just to get back to the point, charge in quick enough that Canale's going to switch as well to be able to teleport to it.
Yeah, I mean, overtime is in progress here, so Spain gonna try and do everything possible to keep this going. Nail going down, though. That's huge from Chimera. Yukino finishes off Helv.
Is Spain gonna hold this for a second?
Pretty good attack from Spain, but a nice rally from Italy at the end, and something that easily could have just run away from them.
Yeah, they did a nice job. They got some Deadeye value as well.
Wait, Italy's going to hold that for a little bit there. Okay.
As long as you stop, like you give yourself a chance.
That's a surprise. I have a
stay
feeling Spain's going to have a really good
composition that Spain wants to
defense,
run. It's not
but
like
that was
an
really well
ideal
played.
Composition to play on a defense of
that
Gibraltar,
was really well played.
Like Sombra, Tracer, Dive. I think they'll probably force it. It's like Spain has what they want to play, and like they're just going to perfect it. Sombra, Tracer, Winston is not terrible enough on any map to really go away from it. And, you know, so Spain's got their cards, and I think they're probably going to stick with it. If I recall back to the other matches we've done of Spain, I guess they ran something different on Circuit Royale, right? They ran a
yeah, but if you're playing something different on Circuit Royale, that's because Circuit Royale is a map you run something different on.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
Back to
like Circuit Royale's a map that you'll run something different on.
The one thing Italy did do really well in the last map is that they did buy a lot of time on point A. I mean, it took a while to evict the Ashe from the high ground to get a decisive dive, and yeah, when Spain did get that dive, it looked great. It was picture perfect. But the thing that might have gotten lost in that, you know, with telling that story is that it still took Spain a long time to do that, which was, you know, a big benefit to Italy.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to spot the Sombra, I think, at least once, and then spotting the Sombra makes them reset up. So once that Sombra hits the low ground, the translocator is to come out, and then it's a long walk up those stairs again, and then waiting for the perfect timing. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a decent defense by Italy, and they gave themselves a puncher's chance. You
Where's the Sombra?
Map, and we go to map 3.
Where's the Sombra at? Ooh, the Brig is there to help the Widow. Okay, that was good.
From Italy. You know, Widow on first point has not been the most successful on the average here in Gibraltar in this tournament, but all it takes is landing a few shots to change that calculus quickly.
It does help if you hit shots on Widow, I agree.
See health get pretty low.
I can't disagree with that one.
Here from Hira. Italy.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on Yukino because I think like that's the reason you pick this map, right? It's so Yukino can play Ashe and Yukino can play Widow. So definitely feeling the pressure and has a moment to think about it. And
that looked fun.
Another beautifully executed dive from Spain.
Yeah, but at the same note, Italy was able to go over and get the dive onto
You're late to the betting today. That means you have to go all in on the underdog on the next one.
It's like how when you're really excited.
Yeah, the next match though is probably one of the closest matches we might see. Denmark versus France.
The old.
That's going to be a good matchup, I think.
It happens. It's been you know, three days full of matches. You can't expect the mouth to work 100% of the time.
That's going to be a good matchup.
They've gotten this payload here in record speed. Nice bondade on both Hira and Health. The bomb though ready for Hira.
What does Spain have coming up? Spain's really close to EMP.
Very close to dying, not close to Primal. Bomb from Chimera against Canale.
Wait a second.
Down for Spain, and Italy looking strong on their map choice here thus far.
I like the switch from Yukino. Like the Widow's not working out for you, and the Reaper can do.
How's Meme doing on bets today? I don't know.
That Spain wants to pull off, right? It's good for offense. It's also one of those weird, like, it doesn't feel like a vertical hero, but you can definitely take shuttle. You can definitely take easy high ground with the Reaper. So really like the play. I love the forward push here from Italy.
Keep it going.
Hell got slept early on.
I'd have been greedy there. I'd have tried to primal them off this cliff.
Well, that's why you're not playing in this tournament.
That's exactly why.
Lauren gets Yukino early on. Canale.
Here we go.
Traded out in turn. Not the worst trade here from Italy. They decided to invest a rally here. They want to keep momentum going. They don't want to give Spain any room to recover here if possible.
I think Spain has the EMP, though. They're going to wait. They're going to watch the over armor here, and they're going to go for a huge EMP play. That Brig is dead in a second if they go for the Brig.
Gets the finish at the very end. Lauren, though, says enough's enough. Drops the EMP. Great sleep.
Oh, and gets out.
Who's going to be there between Hira and Canale.
Yeah, I mean, if that Brig doesn't have the over armor there and nobody's really there to protect, that Brig's falling over.
Here, and
that Brig is just dead.
The point.
No, and they're going to be able to push off the Sombra, so they're going to have some time here. It's still only 3 on the point. Oh, a huge
I want to say that Spain has this. This team fight, that is.
Region does live, but there's not enough damage to keep this push up.
Spain's going to be aggressive with Winston.
This is a little bit frustrating.
You know, Winston is my guess, at least.
They've gotten here in a lot of time. They have. But now Spain...
There it is.
Their breather. They get a chance
so Italy does have
Reaper
Reaper, but they can't use it yet until they get out of cooldown.
Spain really gets the dig in, so Italy, see what they got here. They have first things first. Don't get bombed by Hira. They do the first step. They don't get bombed by Hira.
They're going to break the bubble and they're going to be aggressive with it if they need to be, but I think Spain knows this and going to keep backing up. Spain doesn't have anything, though. They can't.
You can force this issue.
If you keep playing defensive, unless they get a pick in the back line, which they're trying to buy time for, they're not going to be able to do anything.
Good spread, though, from Spain.
Yeah.
Like, they're all over the place.
Yeah, they're making it difficult, but, like, if they don't...
He was able to get held. That's huge. Spain down a tank. Italy now on the approach. Nano on to Rajion.
Oh,
in
no.
progress. They get point B. Spain continues to struggle to find their footing, and they go for the reset.
Chat.
Yep, Gibraltar will eat you alive. That just happens. There's really
Could Italy? This would be a bit of an upset if Italy takes this map. I mean, there's still plenty of time to hold. Obviously, I mean, you know.
So Lauren's gonna switch to a Reaper.
Italy did it to Spain here.
Yeah, also Spain
thanks to the French browser. This is gonna be really interesting.
How they didn't get the payload up far enough on their attack, like. This is not the defender's advantage you usually have on point C.
Like, really interesting.
Laying in the damage, Hira.
Spain is going to play aggressive. They actually, Spain has now switched off of the patented Sombra comp they've been playing now, and they're now going to play more of an aggressive Reaper comp and challenge the mirror. What they're doing now is just saying, we think we can play this mirror better than you now, so we're going to play this comp. And they're going to challenge and they're going to play aggressive. You're going to see a very, 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 very aggressive Spain team.
But the problem is if you camp it out
they
here
have
on defense and you lose somebody, you probably lose
There's too much time on the clock currently for Spain to play too passive and give the opportunity for Italy to pick up an early pick. They have to just keep playing aggro. They're going to wait on a few ultimates here. Obviously, they have a pulse bomb they might go in with, but they have
on the ambush with
a couple other ults at the same time.
Looking for the brig. No! Does not get it.
It's an interesting 1v1.
Force the pulse bomb to come out a little bit early.
Spain's waiting for that nano. They're going to counter with Brig out if they have to.
Chimera be able to live. Hira on the assault. Hira
oh no, lost the 1v1.
Punishes Hira. And
Nano Reaper.
Plays damage in the hell. The primal or not, nearly dead. Taken on down. But here comes Lauren down Broad Street.
My.
Death Blossom gets 2.
That bash by Gala.
Hanging on.
That was the difference.
Kino came out of Wraith early and tried to blossom their own.
I don't even know if like going for the Reaper out there would have been the exact play. Don't be surprised to see Lauren switch off after this back to Sombra because they went Ashe now on the other team. They actually go on a Brig with that and Diva. So what they're doing now is they're basically saying, hey, listen, we're not going to win the brawl, but we can break the bubble and make it so Winston can't do anything and then go for picks. And as I say that, look and spawn. Lauren just went to Sombra.
Also, as soon as they see Italy come out Reaper, Spain goes back to the Sombra.
There's no point to stay Reaper there. You're not playing that dive comp anymore. They went defensive. They went a defensive comp. So in order to contest that defensive comp, you switch back to the Sombra Tracer. That's why they're doing that. Now they're just going to keep playing aggro.
They can add on a little bit of extra stagger.
You have
going for the pilot Diva.
If you stay Reaper there, you're relying on like look at this way. They switched to Diva. If you stay Reaper now Italy has done what they wanted to do. They got Spain back onto Sombra, but what they don't realize is that Lauren.
Well, I mean that was a pretty
picked up the
Ashe life.
EMP again. So now, as long as everything goes well with the timings here, they're going to go with an EMP, and then Spain's going to have both the support outs.
And now,
so it comes down to this 5-second window for Italy right here. If not, Spain's going to EMP in, win the team fight.
Spain to use ults.
There you go. That 5-second window is now not there. Now it's just going to be an EMP, and they're going to get on whoever they see in front of them. Probably going to be the Brig.
Lauren's waiting.
Nope.
Goes for the quick hack.
Reaper.
Waiting here on the EMP. Finally drops it. Hits 3.
It was good target focus. Oh, the sleep.
Slept and punished. 4v4 after the EMP. Not the worst result here for Italy. Bionade, though, comes out.
They use Bash. This is a free Reaper ult. Well, they technically have sleep, but they use Bash.
The rally is out. Italy would like to put this away here and now. Hell, though, has built up the primal. It's going to be a good delay, and it'll give Hira time for the bomb.
Oh,
nice,
no.
Purple there. And
they trade on the Ana, but oh, wait a second.
Effectively gets 2 towards the end, but
here's
round.
The stick!
Has the hawk, gets the stick! Hira coming in with help to keep Spain above
that
water.
Stick was
20
like
seconds left to go.
Match winning.
And Italy, they get one more attempt. Spain
that stick was match winning.
Yeah, the win condition of
the only thing, I mean, here's the only positive note for Italy. There's no ult on Spain. And that's why they're going this May Reaper comp now. They have Winston ult. They're going to try to play a little bit more defensive to build up this ult and buy some time. What happens?
The back line, just one clip.
Ana gets slept in the back line and then gets rolled. This is now in favor of Spain. You have the Dark Queen there for show, and then you nano the Queen. Wait a second, though.
Nano boosted Junker Queen. Yukino doesn't care. Finds Gala in the back. Both teams.
It's just a 3v3. It just comes down to the ult here.
Very tanky on
the Moira's back in time. Wait a second.
Italy has more bodies on the point.
Yeah, there's just more people there. I actually think they might take this.
Haven't just yet held down.
But Hira gets the.
Hira back in, finds Yukino.
I don't know now.
They don't delay in the situation, but
nope, that's it. There's no way that because they can randomly bash the Tracer with Brig.
They're able to stay on the payload. Italy.
They're gonna have Brig out in 4%. Oh no!
The last 0.43 meters. Here it goes.
There's no way we're going to a third. We're going to a third
map.
map.
Is it going to be map 3? It is.
We're going to a third map. That in itself.
Well
that in
played from
itself.
Italy. I want to give Yukino
is an
a
upset.
little bit of credit on this map. I mentioned it in our
I don't know.
previous
I can't guess their comps right now.
I don't expect Hira to stay on this May either. So yeah, it looks like
I feel like
mirror match.
Mirror in
100%.
Spain goes in favor of Spain.
Spain just because they've shown me so much more on this.
That's the issue I see with this. But like at the same time, it's the map because look at here with my mouse. Like, see the high grounds here?
The fact that Italy's edge did come from defense.
Reaper wants to take fights here. The Stormer Tracer comp will just gravitate towards here. Just wait.
Also the fact that
so you're doing this because like you just don't want to have to contest those high grounds.
Tracer Sombra. We'll see how it pans out. Health under a bit of pressure here early on.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal for both of these compositions is to get to that Ana spot. Yeah, you see right there trying to jump into the Ana, but whip shot away, and Helm goes down.
Yeah, quick.
Oh, no.
On the health, courtesy of a Bionade at the
What
very
is
end.
Spain's win record? They're 2-0 so far, and they've been winning like a lot of matches pretty easily. So this is the first time we've actually seen Spain go to a third map.
We saw we highlighted that Ana spot in the Great Britain game.
It's very interesting. And Italy hasn't had the best series so far of matches, and Italy is playing way better than I think everybody expected.
Anti-healed during his attempt, so that was the reason that dive didn't work. Italy's going to take it early.
Like way better than we expected.
Spain right now struggling a little bit early on. I mean, part of it is just the fact that Helv got bursted down early. Rajian going to the back. Helv
Italy's 0-2, I'm pretty sure.
Helv gets bioed at no HP. Is the fall through going to be there? Helv's on HP. Helv is healed.
That is such a huge
Italy
like. If Spain turns the fight on that, like look at it this way. If Italy gets that follow up right there when they're that low, that's going to be the first checkpoint already for Italy. But now Spain gets that play, gets the ult advantage now essentially. Right? I mean, not even essentially, has the ult advantage ever so slightly. And now
both of these teams
they're gonna do an EMP play. Okay, now they farmed their EMP. This is whoever EMPs first.
So this one is 100% execution. Spain has shown themselves to be the more
aggressive. This is whoever EMPs first.
Imagine smashing Qs as soon as they get them, but across the board, all ults are even.
All right, EMP versus EMP. Coming on out, both teams.
Who EMP'd first, chat?
Hell first after the EMP trade. It's good for Italy here. Italy's still at a full 5. Spain loses the benefit of their EMP.
Italy. Who won the team fight?
And this is going to be Italy just zooming right back, still with overall progress advantage.
Yeah, definitely overall progress advantage. Just a better cleanup for Italy. Spain got 3 in the EMP. Italy
Spain is going to nano boost Winston in.
The target you EMP,
Italy is going to counter with nano, but I don't know if it's going to go to Winston.
No one's scoreboarding like how many people.
Yeah, they did.
Helv was super low. Opens this fight with the nano.
I was wrong about the nano.
Rajian also.
No, I was right about the nano. They nanoed correctly.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, they gave him the checkpoint for free.
Spain just gives that up for free on the checkpoint. That's tough.
They're going to counter Winston now. It's worth countering the Winston. There's no, like, everybody's, like, good on both teams right now.
Actually, no, Rajian.
He's going to Winston, yeah.
That was just nano earlier. Now Rajian uses the primal. And just a little bit of juggling over here. Held out of the fight. Rajian still going to town.
Like, even though there's no limb right here, that was a really good Winston out.
Well, so that primal maybe looks like it doesn't get anything, but it keeps both supports.
Yeah, that was a great Winston out. You don't need to get on a limb to have a great Winston out.
It has no support.
That's coming from me, who doesn't get a limbs with Winston out.
But
I also don't have good Winston outs. And if anything, I just boop a Reaper into my team.
Was there. That was a meaty
but like the idea of a good Winston out is cool.
Relieve some pressure on Spain.
You know,
Italy has been playing out of their mind.
Like that's like the idea of it. That's cool.
I mean, it's one of those things that it could be an upset. It can be a weird map, especially with forward spawns now. Like if you lose one or two fights,
Spain
we talk about momentum.
Is going to EMP this fight.
About it in Escort a lot,
and they're going to do it first because they've lost too many fights. Not going first.
Momentum matters so much.
EMP bomb here though.
Or they're going to pulse bomb the Ana. That also helps.
Finds Frey early on.
That also helps.
honestly the cleanest thing Spain could expect. And it goes back to that mantra: when they need a hero play, they look to Hero.
It's dependent. You can get a pretty good tell of who they're going to EMP when they switch to Sombra.
it's just holding on to that spot. Like I've called it the Ana spot before, but they just make sure that they can't get there. You think that these fights are happening near the point, but they're not. They're happening over these corners, and they devolve into the points.
Comes in, EMP's out, and Hero there on the fall through once more. Lauren
Italy's
sets it up.
probably
Hero
happy they engaged the fight there, though, because Spain's going to clean up this fight.
That is a horrific trade.
And then Italy can spawn up really quickly anyway once they get the checkpoint. So anybody who died late there is going to spawn up like right now.
Oh, I didn't get EMP'd, so I can counter EMP this. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Yukino has to go back to the Reaper. It's maybe the right choice. It's worked out for Italy in the past. Italy still is winning this. You would love to be able to fight before Spain.
I mean, you have the opportunity to nano the Reaper now too during this fight, rather than the Winston. It gives you another nano option. More than likely, it's gonna go. No, it's gonna go to the Winston. It has to go to the Winston.
Goes for it, but we got help jumping in off the nano, close to Primal.
I was just gonna say,
fight smacking around, just crunches. Ray on the side.
Backwards there.
A lot of heavy damage coming into Helv while Helv does this. Rajan on the other end.
Helv's gonna go down. I don't know. Maybe not.
No, it's a bad day for Ana's getting beaten up by Winston, to say the least. But now Helv.
In his pulse. Wait a second.
I was able to live, but Spain's not able to take that point away.
Yeah, and
Spain's
they're also
still in trouble.
Yeah, Spain is still behind.
So I think what's going to happen here is Spain's going to save this EMP. If Spain does not win off of this EMP, they're going to go Reaper and they're going to take the mirror comp the rest of the way. The rest of the way.
Here we go. Italy. Right here in the back, you see the focus fire coming in onto Helv. Rajan, though, on the other end, dies to Hera as Helv. Okay.
Both Winstons are traded on.
Out of the sky. Both teams down to Winston.
On a no nade. The trade, though, these trades might go in favor of Spain.
Goes wild into the back.
I don't know what's going to happen here. It's basically a 2v2 for a second until the Sombra gets back to point.
Hex, are you still there?
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm just trying to process some things.
The thing is like, I think Italy can still... Italy is probably going to be able to regroup before they can even take the lead.
Really, really important. But, I mean, Italy can play this defensively right now. They don't have to play the offense. Push is such a weird dynamic where there's times where you don't necessarily want to fight, especially if you're winning. So make Spain be the aggressors. Take this push if you can, but it's not the end-all, be-all. So not over-committing to this fight is going to be really important for Italy.
It seems like they're going to go for Winston with the EMP.
Spain, meanwhile,
DC, Spain's hiding. No, they see the Ana. They're going for the Ana. It's an Ana EMP. They're picking the Ana. Oh, this Ana's getting EMP'd. If Italy makes a play first, though, like that's that.
On the setup, going over to the high ground.
Oh, no.
Gets the
they get the Ana. They can't do the play.
The setup. Massive.
They can't do the play.
In keeping the tempo in their favor.
Huge there. Yukino has done a really good job of pushing health back. I mean,
do I keep the VODs for matches somewhere? I mean, you can watch my Twitch VODs. I also put some of the games up on my second channel, YT2, and people have been really enjoying those also on YouTube, which has been really, really cool. I've enjoyed that.
You said plenty of time a little bit ago. Not really true anymore.
It's starting to go away. Yukino, though.
That's big, though.
Melted down by Lauren. It is big, such a 55 HP. Bionade went on to Spain. They're able to withstand Hera. Pulse bomb set
I don't know. It's so hard to say because I think Italy can actually win this right now.
Would like to have saved it. Possible.
Italy's going to reset,
right
I think.
Spain is just fighting to stay.
Like, they're not going to try to keep pushing the point. They're going to back up because they're going to have 5 in a second.
Really be too conservative. Early hack on the Rajan, but not long enough to get the Primal out. So
they get the Ana
suppressed.
What is going on right now?
Slapping around here on the Primal. Got nailed. Really nice play by Rajan. And all of this is draining the clock away from Spain.
The stick?
Only 2 minutes left. I mean, the one thing here for Italy is that they had to push forward to try to help out Rajan. And so they've given up like the really, really high ground. So good trades.
Remember what I said, chat?
If you're Italy, you are happy.
Remember what I said? It just happened.
On this side of the map, on the whole.
It just happened.
The full strength in a moment. Pulse bomb advantage where Chimera can.
That was the play I was talking about.
And I mean, on that note, for Spain, #1 objective here: don't get hit by a pulse
I was
bomb
just talking about how my primals are not like the primals we're seeing. My primals are I'll boot the Reaper ult into the team, and it just happened.
That's funny.
I was like just talking about them. Like, yeah, they'll primal them away, do all this. Like, you don't have to get a limbs. I'll just boop the Reaper into the team.
We haven't said it enough.
Yeah,
but, like,
that was really unfortunate.
To deny the jump-ins from
and then it happened like 2 minutes later.
Get back up there, but the antis and then the retracers pushing him back.
Like that literally won the team fight for Italy.
Cleanly, and
I'm not even kidding you.
So far, based on how this map has gone.
So I'm gonna let you know, Italy's not gonna overcommit to this fight. Italy's at the point now where I think they trust their ult charge.
Meanwhile, just staying alive here, being such a menace
thanks
on
for the 2,000 bits. Thank you.
Fight where they're gonna lose.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the 2,000 bits.
Off again. You gotta like where Italy is, especially when you
look love chat. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see if they spawn too and they get forwards. It might just happen, but yeah, the ult
Italy's trusting their ult charge now.
Really strong. I mean, you might as well call it 5 check marks unless Yukino or Rajnan.
Italy is just they're saying we're gonna win off our ults.
Gonna have to be a hero.
Spain knows this. Spain's gonna be aggressive. Helva's gonna try to get ult beforehand. And the thing is, if Italy waits too long, there might just be a perfect pulse bomb here, and that's that.
Ready and waiting here for
it hit the brig shield though.
Pulse bomb.
It hit the brig shield.
Here it does not connect. And Nano goes onto the Reaper. All faith into Yukino on the Reaper.
The pulse bomb onto the Ana. No way.
Chimera
there is no way.
In overtime. That's it. Italy takes the map. They take the match,
I did not see that coming.
Rally
that
from
was a
Italy,
crazy upset, actually.
How are your predictions feeling right now?
Oh, they're crying, shitting, screaming.
Yeah, that was not.
That was like 3 million to 200K or something like that.
I mean, because Spain has been so good, and Italy. I mean, even the first map.
France, Great Britain, Denmark.
Man.
That is an upset.
Italy right now. Spain getting a loss.
Yeah, anyone who put in like 25 points for some Spain or for Italy, you just made big money.
That switch was everything.
Spain was clearly a dominant team to start, and then just
ahead of 2K, but also
for
really
sure.
smart.
That was that.
Progress.